Hello everyone, as requested by you all for the press interaction with Kushal, I am hereby to present you the youngest novel writer who produced two consecutive best horror sellers. Let's begin.
Hello, sir. How do you feel after achieving such a great success at this young age?
It feels really great that people like my novel and they are responsible for my success. So I'm really thankful to them and looking forward to it. Thank you. Yeah?
So, what are your next releases and when are you planning to release them?
Well, I'm currently writing one book and it's still in its initial stage. So I can't comment about its release date yet. Yes?
Sir, all your books have been quite extant, so all these must obviously be your imagination and fantasy. Have you ever come across any real ghost or paranormal activities?
Well, it's a tricky question. I've never encountered any such cases. So thanks. Good question. That's all, sir. Enough for today. I'll be leaving right now.
So now he will leave. Thank you everyone for your keen interest.
That last question back there, I had to lie. What is just my imagination and creativity to the world is actually what I experience on visiting haunted places. Fantasy for them, but reality for me. Some months back, I surfed about this place on the net and found it very interesting, so I decided to explore it. It wasn't that easy for me to get there, as the place was cursed and the nearby people evacuated in fear, so no one was willing to take me there. But I somehow managed to find a way. So I'm finally in the so-called haunted lodge and I'll be staying in one of the rooms. As expected, it looks quite messy and kinda inhabited. I'll always be using my mobile phone as a recorder connected to this device to detect slightest of vibration. I made my setup and I have some of my instruments with me right now. This is a mini voice recorder. It records low frequency sounds, and if ghosts are trying to communicate with me, then I'll detect it immediately. This is a special app which detects electromagnetic field disturbances associated with the ghost, and another app which detects variation in energy levels if the ghosts are present in the room. And you can already see there's some activity in this room. That's it. Let me try the Bloody Mary thing.
Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary.
Some years back, Dr. Fernandes and his assistant faced a lot of criticism and were removed from the WHO for carrying out ruthless experiment on people. These two then collected some jobless young assistants and started their own illegal research center in a remote area somewhere in India. Due to lack of patients, they started to use mentally retarded patients from remote areas, keeping their family in disguise that they were receiving some special treatment. And this was one of the centers where all the illegal experiments were carried out on the patients. Due to these experiments, the patients turn out to be violent and psychotic, with no presence of human nature. This led to the death of the assistant and Dr. Sanjay. However, Dr. Fernandes escaped the place and left it abandoned. From then, the place was said to be cursed. Here I am today. Don't know how I escaped that place and what all happened after I had that vision.